Good evening, my fellow weirdos. I just did a short about this, but I want to expand on it a little bit. Looks like we're going to get a huge storm, but that's not what I want to expand on. went food shopping, and like I said in the short, prices are up. Nuts. Meat, forget. And that's because a lot of immigrant people are meat packers and such. But I got everything put away. Actually, finally ate around 4:30, and had to go pick up prescriptions. And I'm starting to watch some stuff. And one of the things I'm watching was some reporters were asking the rapist felon 47 about that they're sending all these people that they're deporting to an El Salvador prison. That's kind of like sending to a privatized prison outside of America. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you're paying something. It's not the government itself, that runs. It's not like the state prisons or the federal prison, Okay, so they're torturing them. They don't really have rules. So the reporter said, so we heard that there was talk that you guys are thinking of taking prisoners, just American prisoners, people that are in prison now, and sending them after this whole thing is, dies down, and sending a bunch of them over there. They'll never get out if they're there. I mean, and he says, I like that idea, like it was never their idea. Like it was the reporters. He goes, I like that idea, for somebody that's, done 20 different things, and, he's just, yeah, that sounds, why not? And it occurred to me, yes, Donald, that sounds like a dandy idea. In fact, when all of your little empire bullshit crumbles to the ground, because it will. It will. Last Saturday, you saw 5.2 million Americans in the fucking streets around this country. And guess what? They're talking about doing another one, a third one, on the 19th of this month, that soon. So I think when this is all done and gone, and we have crushed the Republican Nazis, I think when they, and not just Donald, we're talking even people from the first time who got away without being prosecuted. Any of them from January 6th, Congress members, even if they're not in Congress anymore, Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie, gee, I could just start listing them off. Who could have been involved with January 6th? All of them. In the government, in the people, a bit for sure. And I think once they're, and all the ones that were released, they get that rescinded somehow for having an insane traitor give it to them. Illegitimate president, whatever they got to use. But at least Donald and the Republicans that are all responsible for back then and now, I say we arrest them all. And once they're prosecuted and convicted, I say we put all of them in an El Salvador prison where none of their families can visit them ever again. Yeah, because that's the other thing people don't talk about. It's just not that you're not even in prison in your own country. Let's say you have some, marijuana running shit or something, okay? Ain't saying good or bad, I'm just saying. You can't just throw somebody that did stuff like that even if it was cocaine or something, it wasn't like you shouldn't be in prison for the rest of your life tortured and then in another country so like nobody can come see you ever or communicate. Yeah, I mean that's the inhumane countries do it. And us being complicit by saying, oh yeah, we're going to send him over means y'all don't care. So I think it's just fitting that Donald and his kids, because they were heavy handed in a lot of that shit in the first time around, I think all of them. And I think, much like Canada, we should revoke Elon's citizenship because he doesn't have citizenship anymore in South Africa where he was born. He holds it in Canada where his mommy was born. And if they take it away and we take it away, he's a man without a country. He's not a citizen of anybody's. Well, well, well. What will a millionaire do when he doesn't even have a country to stand behind him? Oh. But I think this is a very fitting idea for all of them. Why don't we just get a little taste of the dessert you served? Take a little serving. What do you think? I think it's a fine idea. Peace out.